Hi, I wasn't just a grieving mother. I was treated like a problem the court wanted to erase. My only son, Kenley Raney, was killed by a drunk driver, but the man who killed him wasn't arrested because he was too drunk to take a breathalyzer. He went home while I had to plan a funeral. And when I showed up to court, they didn't welcome me. They tried to break me. The district attorney called me senile. Armed marshals surrounded me as if I were a threat. No advocate, no safe room, no justice. They wanted me to be silent. They wanted me to be gone. But I showed up anyway, and they hated that. If you think this system protects victims, you must hear what happens behind closed courtroom doors. This is my story, and it could be yours next. The system works, just not for victims. People say the system is broken. It's not. It's working just fine for the offender. The man who killed my son received 2 bonds, no alcohol monitoring, and no jail time for months, actually for 2 years. He vanished, not once, but twice. And when he finally appeared, it wasn't because of the justice system, it was because I showed up. Imagine burying your child while the man who killed him goes home, drinks, and waits for a second bond to walk free again. That's what the justice system allowed. Protect the drunk, ignore the dead. He had lawyers, counselors, and protections. I had locked doors, unanswered questions, and unanswered calls, and a system that just wanted me to disappear. The victim's advocate didn't work for me. They worked for the prosecutor, the same prosecutor who shut me out of hearings, the same one who said I didn't need to be there, the same one who called me stupid, the same one who called me senile. They told me Kenley's case was a priority, but I learned that priority means whatever makes it easier to clear the case off their desk. Victims are told to be respectful. Translation, be quiet. Don't interfere. Don't make it harder to close the case. The quieter we are, the easier the system to move on. That's why I became the problem. Because I refused to disappear. Because I refused to accept that my son's life was just paperwork. I learned that justice isn't given. You must drag it out of the shadows. Even then, they will punish you for trying. And if you succeed, that will not be accepted. With me, I became a senile old lady. Someone whom they wish would just vanish, and they did everything to intimidate me into doing so. But I didn't let them do that to me. Grieving mothers are inconvenient. Let me be blunt. A mother crying in court slows down plea deals. A victim demanding to speak threatens the statistics. A grieving family holding photos makes the judge uncomfortable. So they lock the doors. They cut deals. They hide it all behind legal jargon. They promise a safe room. I was left in the hallway next to the man who killed my son and his mother. I could hear him tell his mother, I'm not going home this time, because I was there. Because if I hadn't been, he would have disappeared again. You think this is unbelievable? Good. You're probably thinking that can't be real. That would never happen. You believe that what you see on TV, the powerful closing arguments, the victims in front of the row, and the judge who listens, all of that is fiction. The real courtroom doesn't run on justice, it runs on deals, silence, and pressure to move on. Do you want to know how victims are treated? I wasn't even notified of major hearings. When I asked why, the prosecutor said, we didn't want you to waste money flying down here. They made decisions about my son's death. They didn't want me there. If you're not screaming, you're invisible. Victims are told to be respectful. Translation, please be quiet. Don't interfere. Don't make it harder to close the case. The quieter we are, the easier it is for the system to move on. That's why I became the problem. Because I refused to disappear. Because I refused to accept my son's life was just paperwork. I learned that justice isn't given. You must drag it out of the shadows. And even then, they will punish you for trying. Kenley's life mattered, and I won't be silent. Kenley wasn't just my son. He was a doctor. He had compassion, brilliance, and purpose. He saved lives. But when a drunk driver took his life, the court system didn't even mention his name. No courtroom tribute. No public recognition. Just backroom deals and sealed records. That's the final betrayal. They don't just kill your child. They tried to erase him, but I'm still here. And I won't let the system bury the truth. They wanted me gone, but I'm still here. And I won't stop until the truth is louder than. If you believe victims deserve a voice, not a courtroom muzzle, subscribe. Help me make sure the next grieving mother isn't standing alone. I am Sarah Raney. I am the mother of Dr. Kenley Raney. Please, if this resonates with you, subscribe and tell others. Thank you.